Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Shiptuna News. Here I am only reading the Hindu newspaper. My purpose anyway improving my knowledge and English only, nothing else. Therefore please support and guide me. This is our first article. USA strike on Yemen, kill 31. Houthis hit back. The rebels say their armed forces launched attack on a USA carrier in the Red Sea. Hell will rain down upon the militant group and Iran. Its back man Baker warns President Trump. Pentagon chief vows unrelenting campaign until Houthis attack on shipping stops. Tehran claims Washington say it had no authority to dictate Iran's foreign policy. Deadly hit. Smoke rises from location reportedly hit by USA strike in Sana'a, Yemen on Saturday. Agency France Press Associate Press Sana'a. The first USA strike against Yemen Houthis since Donald Trump took office killed 31 people on Saturday evening, the rebels said, with the United States President warning hell will rain down upon the Iran-backed group if it did not stop attacking shipping. The Houthis said they launched an attack on a USA carrier in the Red Sea on Sunday, hours after the deadly strike. In response to the USA aggression, the armed forces conducted a military operation targeting the USA aircraft carrier USS Harry Truman and its accompanying warships. The group said it is in a statement adding it had launched 18 missiles and a drone. There was no immediate comment from the United States about the claim. Iran's Minister of Foreign Affairs Abbas Araghchi condemned the death and said that Washington had no authority to dictate Tehran's foreign policy. The Houthis, who have attacked Israel and Red Sea shipping throughout the Gaza war, said children were among those killed. Attack on Sana'a as well as an area in Sada Al Baida and Rada killed at least 31 people and wounded 101, most of the women whom are children and women. Houthi Health Minister spokesperson Anis Al Asabi said. Iran accountable. The airstrike actually targeted multi Houthi leaders and took them out. USA National Security Advisor Mitchell Waltz told ABC News. He added that the USA will hold not only the Houthis accountable, but we are going to hold Iran their backer accountable as well. Pentagon chief Pat, Pat Hegseth acknowledged that message on Sunday, vowing in unrelenting missile campaign until the Houthi attacks stopped. I want to be very clear. This campaign is about freedom of navigation and restoring deterrence. Mr. Hegseth said in a television Fox Business interview. Mr. Trump, in a post on social media, vowed to use overwhelming lethal force to end the Houthis' attack, with the rebels say are in solidarity with Palestinians amid the Gaza war. Mr. Trump also issued a stern warning to the group's main backer, the Iran support for the Houthi terrorists must end immediately, he said, adding it would be held fully accountable for any continued threat. In its response, Iran strongly condemned the brutal airstrike in a statement, denouncing them as a gross violations of the principle of the UN Charter. Appropriate response. The lead of the country Revolution Guard Hussein Salami said Iran will not wage war, but if anyone threatens it will give appropriate, decisive and conclusive response. He also denied his country involvement in Houthi attack, saying it play no role in setting the national or operational policy of the militant group. It is allied with across the region, according to state-run TV. The Houthis political bureau said its forces are fully prepared to confront escalation with escalation. The rebels, who have controlled much of Yemen for more than a decade, are part of the axis of resistance of pro-Iran group staunchly opposed to Israel and the United States. They have launched scores of drones and missile attacks on ships in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. Pentagon spokesperson Seal Pernell said the Houthis had attacked USA warship 174 times and commercial vessel 145 times in 2023. The campaign put a major strain on the vital route, which normally carries about 12% of the world shipping trade, forcing many companies to take a costly detour around southern Africa. The Pakistan group Hamas, which has praised the Houthi support, lashed out at the USA strike, branding them a stark violation of international law and an assault on the country's sovereignty and stability. Wanted LET terrorist Abu Qatal killed in Pakistan. Press Trust of India, New Delhi. A top Lashkar-e-Taiba LET commander wanted by Indian security agency for several deadly terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir was eliminated by a gunman in attack in Pakistan, officials said on Sunday. Jair-ur-Rahman alias Nadeem alias Abu Qatal was killed in the Jhelum area of Punjab on Saturday evening, officials said, quoting information received from Pakistan. Every peace move met with hostility by Pakistan. Modi. Since the 21st century is Asia's century, we want India and China to compete in a healthy and natural way. Competition is not a bad thing, but it should never turn into conflict. Narendra Modi, Prime Minister. Press Trust of India, New Delhi. Nothing that all India attempt to foster peace with Pakistan have been met with hostility and betrayals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed hope that wisdom will prevail on the leadership in Islamabad to improve bilateral relationship. In a 3 hours conversation with American scientist and podcaster Lex Friedman, who released the episode on Sunday, Mr. Modi emphasized his similarity to USA President Donald Trump, nothing noting that Mr. Trump seems to have a clear roadmap for his second term. With regard to China, he cited the return to normalcy on the border as evidence of the power of dialogues over discord and called for the neighbors to cooperate in the interest of the global stability and prosperity. Recalling his own swearing in ceremony in 2014, Mr. Modi said he had specially invited his Pakistani counterpart Nawaz Sharif with the hope that the two countries could turn over a new leaf. They sent a clear message to the world about India's commitment to peace and harmony, but we did not get the desired outcome. Yet every noble attempt at fostering peace was met with hostility and betrayal. We sincerely hope that the wisdom prevails upon them and they choose the path of peace. Dialogue over discord. Despite past tension with China, Mr. Modi said he favored dialogue over discord. Differences are natural when two neighboring countries exist. Occasions disagreements are bound to happen, but our effort is to ensure that this difference does not turn into dispute. He emphasized that stronger cooperation between the neighbors is also key to global stability and prosperity, drawing from historical examples. In the 21st century is Asia's century, we want India and China to compete in a healthy and natural way. Competition is not a bad thing, but it should never turn into conflict, he said. Mr. Modi said he shared bond of mutual trust with Mr. Trump and they connect will because they believe in putting their respective national interests above everything else. Taking wing. Nascent hope. An Indian long-billed vulture with its chick as the India's only vulture sanctuary, Rama Devara Beta in Karnataka on Sunday. The seasons mark the fourth consecutive year of successful breeding at the sanctuary, a sign of hope for the endangered species. Rupee made into new by those who dislike Tamil Stalin. Tamil Nadu CM M.K. Stalin with Finance Minister Thangan Thangam Thena Narasu ahead of the state budget on March 14. The Hindu Bureau Chennai, Tamil Nadu Chief Monitor M. K. Stalin on Sunday contended that incorporating the Tamil letter rupee in the logo for the state budget 2025-26 was to assert the state government's language policy. He said it was made into big news by those who did not like the Tamil language. That was nothing. I had released the logo for the budget. We incorporated rupee to show how assertive we are in our language policy. That was it. But those who did not like Tamil, they made it into big news, Mr. Stalin said. In a video clip of the Galil Uru 1 question Q&A posted on a social media handle, he recalled having pleaded with the center over several demands, including releasing of funds toward the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme and disaster management school education, among others. The Union Finance Minister, who did not respond to all those, has spoken about this. Even she has mentioned rupee in many of her posts. Everyone uses the simple rupee in English to denote rupee, he said. In all, our budget as well as Tamil are is hit nationally, Mr. Stalin said. To a query on the preparations for the state budget, Mr. Stalin said inputs from members of the Chief Minister Economic Advisory Committee, response from the grassroots of the society, and case studies from other states and country were considered. Ministers and officials brainstormed for several days in the evening in the secretariats to finalize the state budget for 2025-26, he said, receiving feedback. Citing the budget covering report of the many newspapers, including the Hindu Business Line, Mr. Stalin said feedback from the various sections of the society underlined the response to the budget. He also recalled how he looked feedback from social media while finalizing the budget. When he came across the news that Telangana was proposed to allow members of the transgender community in regulating traffic, Mr. Stalin said, I thought we should do the same in Tamil Nadu too, and that is how we decided to induct them in the Home Guard. Rejecting the criticism from various opposition parties, Mr. Stalin said, if the criticism is constructive, we can consider. If they are making criticism with only negativity, it only shows their angst against the government, pointing out that the deaths were increasing between 2011 and 2021. Mr. Stalin said it has come down since 2021. Borrowing was inevitable for any government, he contended, and further said his government was using it as investment for future generations. As for what was he plans to do next, Mr. Stalin said he will depute minister and deputy minister and officials to ensure that the announcements in the budget were implemented on time. Now we start shorts news, national, international. San Salvador. USA flies Alice gang member to El Salvador despite court objection. The USA flew over 200 Alice member of Venezuelan gang to be imprisoned in El Salvador after Donald Trump evoked wartime legislation to expel the migrants. The deportation took place despite a US federal judgment granting a temporary suspension of the order, apparently as plans were already headed to El Salvador. Dhaka, Bangladesh courts grant death to student for lynching Veracity made. The High Court upheld a trial court verdict handing down the death penalty to 20 students on an elite university here for beating to death a fellow student over his political affiliation in 2019. All convicts belong to the disbanded Bangladesh Chhatra League, the student wing of disposed PM Sheikh Hasina's Awami League (PTI). Rio de Janeiro, Brazil's Bolsonaro blast election when as denials of democracy. Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro, accused of an attempting coup, told a demonstrations in Rio de Janeiro on Sunday that a ban on him seeking re-election in 2026 was a denial of democracy. The former far-right leader made the remarks while addressing a rally attended by thousands of supporters at the Copacabana beach. Beijing, China's Xi Jinping declined invitation to EU-China anniversary summit. Chinese President Xi Jinping had declined an invitation to visit Brussels for an summit to mark the 15th anniversary of EU-China diplomatic ties. The Financial Times reported on Sunday. Beijing told EU officials that Premier Li Qiang would meet the ex-presidents of European Council and Commission instead of Mr. Xi Jinping. Numbers of madrasas and Azamgarh found to be non-existent. The police here have registered a case against 229 madrasas that were drawing government aid but did not exist on the ground. Police said on Sunday the investigation was prompted by the discrepancies found during online data entry on the madrasa portal. That toll in North Macedonia nightclub fire. A fire that tore through a nightclub in North Macedonia killed 59 revelers attending a hip hop concert with more than hundreds wounded. The fire broke out in Pulse, a nightclub in the eastern town of Kokani, where more than 1,000 fans had crammed it to see the hip hop do DNK. Numbers of the civilians evacuated from course region by Russia. Russia on Sunday said it has moved to safety 371 of its civilians from areas it retook from Ukraine forces in its border Kursk regions. The civilians became trapped when Ukraine launched its surprise incursion in August 2024, more than 2 years into Russia's offensive. Death toll from tornadoes and storm across the central US. 33 people died in Kansas in a crash involving more than 50 vehicles caused by low visibility during a severe dust storm, and Missouri State Highway Patrol confirmed 12 storm-related fatalities. The police also reported downed stress and power lines as well as damage to buildings. Number of patients rescued in a fire in Gwalior Hospital. 190. A fire broke out in a government hospital in Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior city early on Sunday, following which more than 190 patients were rescued from the medical facility. No casualty was reported in the incident. Keep pushing. I know what I am capable of, but it is obviously just round one. Norris. MK Lando Norris, who won an incident filled Australian's Grand Prix, looked ahead to the season. I know what I am capable, but obviously it is just round one. We need to go and do it again next weekend and then continue from there. A long season ahead. We have just got to keep our head down and keep pushing, he said. Bad ploy. Boxing too late for Inter's cost Hamilton on frustrating start. The rains always makes it think up and strategy come down to timing and a bit of luck. We took a gamble and made a place, but the boxing too late for Inter's intermediate tires cost us, dropping us to the back of the top 10, said Lewis Hamilton after a disappointing 10th place finish on various debates. Witty reports, I will add that the words of the wisdom recurs after water leak confusion. Ferris Charles Leclerc reacted sarcastically after a confusion while communicating to the dog out about a water leak in his car. I have the seat full of water, Leclerc said. The engineer answer of the must be the water made Leclerc reply to all add that to the words of wisdom. Dream start. Mercedes and Antonelli make stellar debate at Albert Park. Kimi Antoni, fourth place, finished in the Australian GP, made him the youngest F1 debater to score point and second youngest over after Red Bull's Max Verstappen. Four out of the six rookies failed to finish after qualifying 16th and only worked his way through three safety car and found himself gunning for a podium spot. Wait, guys. So this is our English session. Not mention now. We mention your friends must be a foodie. Now your English. The manager did not hesitate to invite all of us to his daughter's wedding reception. Yes, Upender. Hey, it is good to see you. You look tired. Where's your friend? Has he left? Yes, he left yesterday. It was pretty hectic. The week he was here, I can imagine. Showing people the local site can be tiring. The good thing about him was that he was not really interested in seeing the city. The only thing he was interested in was eating. He wanted to sample the local food. Really, that's interesting. Your friend must be a foodie. Then he is probably does not mean someone who loves food. Very good. A foodie is someone who loves his food, especially good food. He is someone who loves to sample different type of food. In other words, he loves to experiment. Exactly. Our friend Sarita, for example, claimed to be a foodie. The foodie in my college are very unhappy with the hostel menu. Another term that is sometimes used to refer to such a person, a foodie file. My friend is such a foodie file that before visiting a new city, he spend a lot of time on the net finding out the thing he need to eat while he is there. Foodies are generally welcome with open arm in most restaurants. So tell me about your foodie friend. What did he thinks of your favorite Udupi restaurant? I think he would have killed me if I had taken him there. He likes to eat a lot of meat and he has to have it at every meal. I see your friend must be a confirmed vegetarian. A vegetarian, does it mean someone who eats a lot of meat? Exactly, the word is a combination of the meat and vegetarian. A vegetarian is someone who mostly has meat at every meal. So is he someone who avoids vegetable as much as possible? You could say that. I am told that you have to be fairly well to do if you wish to be a Mediterranean in our country. That's sure. I don't have too many friends who are Mediterranean. By the way, the word is not listed in the most standard dictionary. So tell me, what are your plans for the summer? Toying with the idea of going to Kashmir. The Mediterranean sister is getting married in May, so he is inviting me for the wedding. Inviting you to the wedding. What? When someone requests you to be present for an event, they are inviting you to and not for the event. For example, we were nearly 50 people in the department, but the manager did not hesitate to invite all of us to his daughter's wedding reception. How about this example? Sharanya was disappointed that she was not invited to the party. Sounds great. The school has invited all parents to attend the annual sports day event. So it's wrong to say invite for. We can say invite for, but we will talk about it later. Let's save it for a rainy day. With the kinds of weathers we have been having, a rainy day sounds just great. Upender at the rate Gmail. So, guys, this is our today quiz, the daily quiz. Last week marked the 12th anniversary of the elections of Pope France. A quiz on Pope papacy quiz made by Radhika Sanathanam. Question number 1. The day after Pope Francis was elected, the Daily Mirror gave a headline which was a clever play on one of the most famous goals in the history of football. Name the player who scored that goal and has a suite named after him, Kerala. Question number 2. What is the color of the smoke that emerges from the Sistine Chapel on once a Pope is elected? Question number 3. The Papal conclave is the oldest historical method of electing a particular head of the state. Which state were we referring to? Question number 4. In this town situated at a hilltop, hundreds of the people have gathered at the tomb of the saint over the last few weeks to pray for Pope Francis, who is the saint, and what is the name of the town? Question number 5. A majority of popes come from dash, fill in the names of the country. Visual question. What does this painting despite and who painted this? Question and answer to the previous day daily quiz. In which Asian capital city was the third edition of the World Cup held, and how many teams look part? Answer: Kuala Lumpur and 12 team. What was the Indian performer in the first two World Cups held in Spain and Netherlands? It has finished third in 1971 and was runner-up to Pakistan in 1973, which were the lone South American and African team India's group in the league stage. Answer: Argentina and Ghana. Who were the skipper and coach of the triumphant Indian squad? Ajit Pal Singh, Gurcharan Singh Bodhi. India topped its pool and played host Malaysia in semi-final. It was 4 minutes away from 2-1 defeat when this Olympic medalist equalized before India won extra time. Aslam Sher Khan when netted the match winner, and name is legendary father Ashok Kumar, the son of the Dhyan Chand. Visual. Who won? The left is legendary Olympian, and on the right of them presidents of Indian Hockey Federation. Answer: Balveer Singh and Senior and MAM Ramaswamy. Early bird who give the answer is Tom Allen, Faith Sumanna Datta, T2 Shila Datya. So guys, this is today video. Please like, comment, share. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for further more update and more video. Thanks for watching. We meet in tomorrow on next video. Jai Hind.